monkey tambourines.
Pomp and circumstance. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome in to this AFC South show 238. And we are reacting to the Week 16 slate that was. Joining me, as always, my resident co-host up at the top right, Isaiah, a.k.a. Duval's Finest on Twitter, a.k.a. the Glitter Kitty Conquistador, and the owner and proprietor of OnlyJags.com and 1/3 of Third and Teal. How you doing, Isaiah?
I'm sick, kind of, but I'm good. I went back to work today. I got a new desk. It's real big, real cozy, and real nice. Big desk. Real big desk guy. You know what I mean? A huge desk at work. Only at work though. But I'm doing good, man. The Jags are playing good, and I'm happy.
Down the bottom right, we've got one half of Unstabled, Jeff, a.k.a. Big Steck. You may recognize him from your mother's dream journal. Jeff, how are we doing?
The Colts are losing, and I'm not so happy. Doing all right. Just excited for Christmas to get here. I'm excited for the kids to, maybe leave us alone for a little bit so they can play with their toys.
So you can make another one? I don't know. That's what you're alluding to.
The process of it, but
yeah. Make sure the parts all still work. They're
good. Tip-top shape.
Hell yeah. Justin's better half, Jeff's better half, Justin. I'm sorry. There's way too many J names in this motherfucker. 2 is too many. But you can catch him on Unstable. You can catch him on Tag Team Talk. And if you're a fantasy football guy, Kingmaker Sports. Down at the bottom left, Andrew, one half of Titan Stable for 2 with his brother Christian. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing good.
First of all, sir, I muted my mic.
Doing good, man. Doing good. Titans won.
Yeah.
So, doing good.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I think you have you guys have the largest margin of victory?
Yeah, we get to go. It's my Super Bowl. I get to go last today.
Oh, shit.
It's my Super Bowl, baby.
Oh, my God. Folks, you're here to witness history as Andrew gets to talk last tonight. Let's get into it. We'll talk about the injuries. I'll lead us off. Ariante Ursary and Trent Brown both left the game early. Early, I mean, before the game ended. It was in the fourth quarter when both of them left, but something to watch going forward. I think Ursary broke a finger in his hand, on his left hand, and I can't remember if he is I don't know if we've heard if it's like one of those finger breaks that can't be taped to another finger and just kind of dealt with, or if it's something that he's gonna have to miss time for. But hopefully he's back, because otherwise we're gonna be trotting out old Blake Fisher out there, and that is not the move, especially coming up against the Chargers here in a few days. Jeff, what was that face?
The misses.
Oh. Fair enough. But yeah, anybody get hurt in the Titans game?
Dan Moore left with a knee, but he came back. Something he's been nursing all week already. And then Marcus Harris hurt his knee, and he didn't come back. So depletion to the already depleted cornerback room. Other than that, pretty clean game all around.
Heard. Isaiah, any injuries in the Broncos-Jags game?
Hold on, let me cough for. No, I'm just joking. Robert Hainsey went down. I wish, and that was really it. I think. All right, I'm good now. Robert Hainsey went down. I think that was it. We had a couple of people that went down but came back in pretty quickly after. But other than that, we're good to go.
Heard. Jeff, any injuries outside of the pride in the 49ers Colts game?
Yeah. What was once strength on the offensive line? They had basically a new offensive line. I know Tanner Bortolini went down, so it was Danny Pinter at center during the game. I believe it was a concussion, so hopefully he's okay. But I think that was the biggest one that I can remember. I don't remember any like big names going down other than Bortolini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got some weird comments already. We are cookies.
We are cookies.
Which kind?
Fucking raisins or something.
Should have a cat.
I do have a cat.
Hell yeah.
My wife has it.
Don't talk to me, Devil Dog.
I showed it so hard my house blew up.
Hell yeah.
Sorry,
Look like daddy daycare.
Yeah, for real.
Little under the weather there, Devil Dog, but I'm good. Especially after whooping them Broncos' ass. How you feel about that, bitch?
Damn.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll put that one up there.
Whoa, I didn't see this last one. Eugene.
D-Mob, what up, D-Mob?
Somebody ban that motherfucker. Somebody ban that motherfucker right now.
Oh God.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
so AFC South is not
We got to
playing
get rid of this
ball
guy.
right now.
I'm not going to be able to do the whole show if this guy keeps commenting shit like that. But I love it.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Let's
Pick the wrong room, sir. The wrong room.
Let's let the lone losers in the AFC South take the lead on this one. Colts fall to the 49ers on Monday Night Football, 48-27, for a game that was significantly closer than that for most of the game until midway through the fourth quarter when the wheels fell off. Jeff, what hold on, let me pull up the fucking predictions here. Andrew said 31-17 San Francisco. Isaiah 27-10 San Francisco. Jeff 24-13 San Francisco. And I said 19-7 San Francisco. Jeff, take it away.
Yeah, I don't know which talking point to go off of here. I guess the first one is, how about Phillip Rivers, man?
Or you can start with this one.
Hey, guys, I'm wondering your thoughts on consensual relationships with alien beings in the future.
Come on.
Personally, I think it'll be beautiful, but wanted to know what you guys think. Thanks.
What?
Define alien?
Oh, my God. Anyway.
Oh,
Jeff
God.
can define it for us.
That goes in with the other
I can't even-
comment that was made.
Move past it. These are really bad comments for people with severe ADHD.
Yeah.
So is this so Phillip Rivers, he had a great game. I mean, yeah, he had a pick six at the end, but I think that was more of an issue with Tyler Warren not really coming back to the ball and just I'm not really sure what the breakdown was, but maybe it's because Phillip Rivers doesn't have a lot of zip on the ball, but he came out there and had a really good game, and they were really in this game because of him. So he's 44 and had 5 years away. And he's playing better than a lot of, current quarterbacks. So is he that good, or are they just that not good? It comes out and throws 300 yards and 2 touchdowns 5 years away from the game. I don't know. I don't know if it's impressive or if, quarterback play just isn't what we're used to. Either way, I think there's a play in this game that pretty much perfectly summed up the Colts season. Latu got in, looked like he was having a big sack, caused a fumble on Purdy, and the ball popped up and right into the hands of a 49ers player, and he gained 3 yards out of it. And that's just kind of how the Colts season has gone in the second half. Just even when things go right, they're still going wrong. What can I say, man? Colts defense couldn't get a stop. They did really good against Seattle, and it was like a polar opposite. It really looked like the Colts against the Chargers. where the Colts were just scoring at will, that they kind of got to taste their own medicine in this game. And I did say that I was more worried about the 49ers than I was Seattle, and this is kind of why. They were on fire, and the Colts had no answer for it. You just really have to look. But I will say, on a bright note, it looks like Alec Pierce has finally kind of turned that corner to like the Colts wide receiver one. I don't think there's any arguing that at this point. Pittman is not the wide receiver one anymore. He's like, I don't know. The offensive line was banged up. DeForest Buckner, I think he's still kind of rusty coming back from injury, so he didn't really have an impact in this game. They did double him quite a bit, but just not enough with no secondary. Everyone was running wide open. It was just, the Colts of last year and with Gus Bradley. I don't really have anything else to say about it. They were just really bad offensively or defensively. Offensively, they stayed in the game until there was that pick six that kind of sealed their fate. But all I'm going to say is I don't have my paper anymore. Fire Steichen, fire Lou, fire Ballard. I don't know how Ballard can keep his seat after this. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it so much.
No
I don't know how Ballard, it's been a decade, and I think his record's like 72, 74, and one playoff appearance. It's just, I don't know how you justify it after this point. So, and Lou, this defense had been playing really good until this game for the most part. A lot of bending, but not breaking. This game they broke. Like it was bad. I mean, they broke pretty bad against Jacksonville too, but Lou Anarumo is just looking more and more like Gus Bradley, not bringing a lot of pressure. He knows he doesn't have a secondary, so instead of bringing pressure, he's dropping guys that can't cover into coverage, and it's no different than if he brought 7 or 8 every play. So I feel like Carly is going to have to clean house. Shane Steichen has shown that he can't manage, he can't call a game. Jonathan Taylor had, I think, 5, maybe 6 carries in the first half in a game that was 7 points. So it was just complete misuse of the talent that he's got. I don't know why you have a 44-year-old, slinging the ball to start the game.
Yeah,
I'm over Shane Steichen. It doesn't seem like he knows how to manage a game. He doesn't understand game feeling. I'm just over it. That's all I've really got to say, man. I think she needs to clean house after this season. I don't know how you go 7-1 and you have like a 1% chance to make the playoffs at this point. So
yeah,
just an epic collapse.
Devil Dog, why is Curtis streaming in vertical format? There are 2 streams, the normal wide format, and then there's a vertical like TikTok format. So just back out of the stream you're currently watching, go to the channel, and you should be able to find the other stream there.
I was not talking about banning you, Devil Dog. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Now I will, though, bitch. No,
Devil Dog's our boy. We were talking about the other.
Yeah, Devil Dog's cool with me.
Luis has a lot of problems going on.
Yeah, he does. Is the owner still on the sideline? Yeah.
She has always been on the sideline. It's just now that she's the owner, it's more of a story, but she's always done this.
Can someone make a meme where she's holding a PlayStation controller and pretending to play Madden on the field?
I'm surprised that hasn't happened already, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I'd be kind of surprised if she actually knew how to play Madden. Can your dog...
Air Bud, baby.
Phillip Rivers could play pretty good.
Phillip Rivers is doing fine.
I'm pretty sure he probably kicked the tires on Brett Favre still.
Brett Favre.
Didn't he just get what does he have? The same thing as Muhammad Ali had.
Parkinson's?
Yeah, did he say he got diagnosed with Parkinson's like this year?
I don't know.
Could you imagine trying to throw a football?
Probably just another scam to try and get more money from the government.
Yeah,
more than likely.
Yeah, right.
Allegedly.
But
allegedly.
Back to the focus at hand here. The Colts, again, they kept this game competitive until the very end where the wheels fell off. Phillip Rivers probably had a better game than any of us were anticipating he might have upon his return. There were some who were holding out hope that maybe in like that first game back he would have pulled out some magic and whatever, but he definitely needed to get some rust off, and he looked a lot less rusty in this game. There was definitely a good stretch of this game where I was like, okay, the Colts are, a couple plays on defense away from, making this game interesting. And then the plays just never came. And, I'm going to push back a little bit because I saw the Colts blitzing a fair amount in that game. The moment you had actually sent a text in the group chat about them not blitzing enough, they had just run a third down blitz play, which I found kind of ironic almost, but very funny.
Even then, like they still didn't get the blitz didn't get there. No one was covering. The whole thing was terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean that's just
everything was just bad.
The secondary is bad in the sense of like, you wanted to start out with Sauce and Kenny Moore, and I think you're making Kenny Moore play a little bit more inside and outside than you want him to be. And then I don't even know who the other corner is. Is Charvarius Ward even playing?
No, he went on IR with his third concussion. Obviously, Sauce has had that Achilles issue. I think it was Jones and Blackman, and they're just kind of mixing people in. It's bad. It's a really bad situation.
Yeah,
like in their backfield, it's just scrubs.
Yeah, gentlemen, y'all have any Colts commentary?
Bad when 23 players record a defensive stat on your team. It's never a good thing. I don't think it's as much on Lou as it just is a depleted team. I think Lou's a good defensive coordinator. He just needs the talent.
This game is what I was worried about coming from Cincinnati. This is the kind of game that I was talking about.
Yeah, he's not the kind of guy that is gonna he needs the talent for his system to work. And now that the talent's hurt and out, it's not working as well.
Yeah.
I think this is also, Shanahan's showing why he's still one of the best coaches in the league. Brock looks well rested after not having to play all season. McCaffrey doing McCaffrey things. But yeah, Phillip Rivers looked really good. It's crazy to think if you had told one of us that Phillip Rivers would be throwing a multi-touchdown game in 2025, we would have called you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was not on anyone's bingo card. Could you imagine the Vegas odds if you had put a $10 bet on that?
Millionaire. Alec Pierce, looking better and better. I'm going to make sure they re-sign him this offseason because I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. So, because if you don't, we got room for him down here in Nashville.
Where wide receivers go to die.
Yeah, it's
only if they're over 32. Are you all right, Isaiah? You in and out.
Well, I don't. When I get a real bad coughing fit or I'm blowing my nose, I don't want Devil Dog to try and slurp it up, so I'm turning my camera off.
You might do some snapshots for later.
All right.
Well, also, I was fine all day, and then I get home. I went up the stairs at work. That was the problem. I went up the stairs, and it knocked all that phlegm loose, and now I'm just having issues.
'Tis the season. You guys got any more Colts 49ers commentary? Isaiah?
This one line. Well, we were saying around to play this late LeBron.
He just has to wait 2 more years? Isaiah, you got anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. All right, then let's pivot to the next AFC South game. All the rest of these games, the AFC South was victorious. I think this is only the second or third time all year where we've gone 3-1 in.
We did have 1 4-0 week, didn't we?
I believe so. I believe we had
the Cardinals, yeah.
But the Texans beat the Raiders 23-21. Where are the score predictions? None of us were accurate. Andrew said 20.
A lot better.
Well, yeah, we had a lot of fuckers not playing. Andrew said 24-6. Houston. Isaiah 27-3. Houston. Jeff, I did a lot of speaking for you. I said 77-5 Las Vegas for Jeff, and then I had 40-0. So,
I mean, if I'm being honest, I probably would have said like 24-17 Texans, even though I wanted the Raiders to win.
Yeah.
Well, you picked them 77-5.
Yeah. Got him.
So close.
Yeah, I mean, this was definitely not the game you wanted to have against the Raiders, especially this late in the season. Kind of a lot of the issues that the offense has had all season kind of came again into this game. CJ showing a lot of early season inaccuracies that were plaguing us through like the first 6 games of the year. Basically the game plan for stopping CJ Stroud is whatever the Chiefs did, which is send more people at the quarterback than they can possibly block, and make CJ get rid of the ball, and because he's going to get rid of the ball and put it in a spot that literally nobody can touch it. And then you can do that 3 plays in a row, and then you're punting and allowed no yards. So honestly, pretty genius move. But Jeff, you were way off. I told him. I tried to tell him, but he didn't want to listen. But look, Derek Stingley got the pick 6 to start off the game for us. I think it was the second Raiders drive, and then the offense just never looked good. You like at no point was there any sort of offensive consistency. There were several different times where Max Crosby, anticipated the snap so perfectly that he was in the backfield hitting the running back before CJ really even handed the ball off. It was just a very, very concerning effort for this Texans offense. The defense without Aziz and without, 3 interior defensive linemen, sorely was missed. No Foley, no Mario Edwards Jr., no Tim Settle, really kind of hurts. And, Genty had his best game of his career to this point. 2 very explosive plays, including a pass play where appreciate you, Devil Dog, where he
I am a Cubs fan.
Yeah. Where Geno Smith just finds an Ashton Genty wide open on the sideline, covered by Henry To'oTo'o and the backup safety Miles Bryant, and nothing good happened.
It's Super Mario.
Oh, right. He's a big meatball.
He's a big meatball.
Jesus, you're Christ. Italian?
I'm news to me, but I think that the Texans came into this game thinking that the Raiders were actually a pretty good team, because based on the way that DeMeco Ryans kind of handled the locker room after the game, we told y'all this is going to be a hard game, blah blah blah. You don't normally just kind of say those casual things against the Cardinals or whatever. But the Raiders, interesting. So I think the Raiders, obviously they play in a very competitive AFC West. They took the Jags to overtime. They tried to sneak one out on us. They beat the Titans. The Colts are the only one who had a convincing win against the Raiders this season. And look how that worked out for them. So that being said, I think the defense will get healthier over the next couple weeks. We've won 7 games in a row, which is, basically what I was asking for when we were doing our ridiculous season predictions down the slate or down the final back 8 here. And, we're in a good spot. We're going to be in the playoffs regardless of, anything shy of just a complete and utter collapse these final 2 games. So, we just need the offense to play any sort of complimentary football. And thank God for Kaimi Fairbairn. All right. Anybody?
Well, like I said on y'all's show, the rare win that felt like a loss. I think if you played any better team, you probably would have lost this game. But I saw exactly what you saw. I didn't tune in as heavy into this game because I was watching the Jag game. But just the offense, all those struggles came back, like you said. The offensive line is like those injuries. You're hoping figure something out because it seemed like I kind of figured it. It was still a bad offensive line, but they're playing well enough finally where you could feel a little comfortable with CJ back there. So I mean, I guess like I said, you hope that something can be figured out with those injuries because if not, it's gonna be all on the defense again. And I mean, as I said, if it was any better team on offense, y'all probably would have lost. Yeah, because Genty went career day for Genty, and I mean, that had to be the most rushing yards I've given up all season. Is it the most?
Did he crack 100?
Yeah, way over 128.
Yeah, I think
they had a total of 145. So, but I take one bad game. I mean, I didn't mean that has probably to do with the D line being hurt, but I think the defense will figure it out. I'm not so worried about that. I think Woody Marks definitely needs to make it back because Jordan didn't really show much. I mean, other than one long run last week, he hasn't shown that much in general.
Well, I don't think he was that bad this week. I think he had like 6 or 7 carries this week that were tackles for loss.
I think I think he would do a little. You would like him to be like the secondary back to Marks, though, like to come in when Marks is tired, kind of third down back kind of vibe. He's not built for carrying the torch, I don't think.
No, neither is Woody Marks.
They better figure it out because the Chargers are a better team than the Raiders. So,
yeah, without a doubt. Gentlemen, anything?
I think this is a game where the Texan, it literally their defense wins them this game. Without that pick six, they lose to the Raiders. So, like Andrew was saying, this is just not a game that you want going into heading into the playoffs. But I guess it's better now to get a game like this out than you will be playing the best in the playoffs. So, you can look at it glass half full or empty kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
The offense couldn't get it together. Defense is all. I mean, aside from Genty, having a hell of a game, they're still the reason that they're winning games.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm hoping that here in the next couple of weeks we can get Jalen Reed back off IR, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. All right, Isaiah, you got anything? Negative. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's your time to speak next, Isaiah. So
right. Let's see how far I can get.
The Jaguars taking care of the Broncos 34-20. Before you take the lead on this, Andrew said the Broncos would win 24-21. Isaiah, really fucking close.
I know.
34-23 Jacksonville.
Oh, man.
I almost had a scoregami. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeff said 21-17 Denver. Again, I spoke for you. And then I had 31-30 Denver. So
what can I say? What can I say except I was right? I was really hoping they were going to try and kick a field goal towards the end there, but it's all good. Overall, Jacksonville just handled business. I mean, there's really nothing more to it. I mean, the disrespect narrative continues. How long can we continue to feed on the disrespect narrative and be mad and pissed off in these games? I don't know, but we've been doing it longer than I thought we could. It's crazy that a small market team can come into Mile High and beat and win a game. I think it's really funny because all these Broncos fans were, this is on the refs. This is on the refs. Okay, shut up. You lost the game because you didn't play as well. Your offense isn't that good. I mean, that's just what it is at the end of the day. You win games because your defense lets you lose, but not by a lot until the end of the game, and then somehow Bo Nix turns into Superman and they win the game. But it just didn't happen in Denver this week. We did what we needed to. I mean, Trevor Lawrence went fucking crazy. I mean, he played the best defense or second best defense, whatever you want to say, and he outdueled them. I mean, they got a cheap shot on him early in the game. I'm sure that kind of fueled it and pissed him off even more. People can argue that, the guy couldn't hear the whistle. Well, it doesn't really matter. You could be deaf and play football. If the whistle's blown, you have to stop. It doesn't matter. Once the whistle's blown, the play's over. But overall, though, they handled business. There was never a point in this game where I thought, we're going to lose. They kept it close early with that first touchdown, and then it was 7-7. But after that, once we had that second touchdown by Brenton Strange, there was just a different kind of feeling, and we just kept on rolling. Excuse me, four straight red zone trips with a score, almost made it 5. And they had the number 1 red zone defense. Cool, don't care. Their pass rush, they got home 5 times. You don't really want to see that happen, but against the blitz, Trevor Lawrence was like 11 of 15 for over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's playing like who we thought he could be and like who we thought he was. He just didn't really have the coaching in the past. And that's really important. I mean, at the end of the day, people can sit here and say that a player should be the best player just because of where they're drafted all day long. But if you go to a team with shitty coaching who never works on you and never actually helps you, you get what you've seen the last 4 years out of Trevor. And now you're getting what you're seeing now. And I mean, he's actually he's top 5 in MVP odds in Vegas, depending on which site you're looking at. He's number 3 to number 4. The other Third and Teal show is really cocky. Who
do you think he's talking about?
I said we were going to fucking kill the Broncos. So I don't know if he's talking about all of us.
I think he's probably talking about.
But he's probably talking about Trevor. It was so funny though. We had a Broncos
most
guy.
definitely.
We love Trevor, man. We love Trevor.
But yes, he's probably talking about Trevor.
We had a Broncos guy come in there, and he's like, "Oh, you guys, you don't even know ball. You don't even know the Broncos receivers' names because we don't fucking need to because they're fucking irrelevant. What did they do? Get hurt and drop balls. Well, oh no, I'm so sad I didn't know that guy's name. Whatever, Monteric Brown peeled his fucking wig back." I don't know. Overall, just Jacksonville take care of business. The defense played well. We're continuing to roll. I think we're going to finish the season with 2 more wins, really capitalize it. I was there. But yeah, there's really nothing else to say. They played well, and they came out on top against the best team in the AFC. But we saw what really happened when they played a real team.
That's a crazy way to finish it off.
Look at their schedule all year. I mean, outside of the Colts early in the season, they really haven't played any good offenses overall. They've just been coasting on easy schedule, and now they play a real team.
And I saw a meme that said watching the Broncos is so frustrating, and it's so aggravating because it's not even good games. It's just you watch them and you kind of want to bang your head on the corner of a coffee table, and you don't understand how they're winning these games, but they somehow are winning them. I don't know. They're a good defense. I think at times they've shown that they can have a good offense, but they're just wildly inconsistent offensively, and that's kind of where it got them in this one. They were just inconsistent, and Jacksonville just wasn't. There was a couple of little issues with Jacksonville. I think we talked about it in the text. They're an aggressive defense. They're really good at turning the ball over. But I think at some points they try to turn the ball over too much instead of securing a tackle and then trying to get the fumble. So, those are just little things. They could have cost them in this game. But other than that, like you said, Jacksonville handled business and they went into Mile High, pretty much just dominated the Broncos.
By
a lot. They were winning their games by a lot until halfway through the season.
Until they weren't.
Until they weren't.
The standings might say the Texans are the hottest team in the league technically because they won the most in a row, but the Jaguars are the hottest team in the NFL right now. If there was the Seahawks, I would put them in that same realm right there. Trevor is playing out of his mind right now. It really came down to the defenses did what they've been doing all year, except for the Denver's red zone. Like Denver got after the quarterback, everything, but they did give up some points, which they've been doing, and Jacksonville took the ball away. What they've been doing, and them taking the ball away is more important than those sacks. That's the difference in the game. 2 turnovers for touchdowns. That's the difference in the game right there. One fumble by Bo Nix and 1 interception. I think it was. I like this matchup. I really actually want to see this matchup again in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, Trevor playing like this is great. Hopefully, you just need him for the Jags fans to be consistent, keep playing like this. If he plays like this, and if the defense can keep taking the ball away, they'll be dangerous in the playoffs. Parker Washington, amazing day by Parker Washington. He just seems to get. I mean, he kind of finished off last season. I felt like as one of their better receivers, and he's carried that on into this season. They have, I mean, between Parker and Myers, both solid guys. Hopefully, Brian Thomas can continue to get back into it. And Tim Patrick, I mean, he's just a reliable number 4. Like if Tim Patrick's your number 4, you're feeling okay. And then Brenton Strange getting back into form finally after his injury. I think it took him a couple weeks to really get to where he needed to be. But he's looking more and more like his old self. And between him and what's the backup tight end?
Johnny Munt.
2 of the best blocking tight ends in the NFL right there too. So as long as the offense can keep Trevor up, because eventually you don't want to see the 5 sacks because that eventually could turn into turnovers, whether it's him hurrying the pass or a sack fumble. Because he has been known to be a little loose with that ball when he brings it down. But all these sacks were really like him trying to take off on the run. They just caught him before he got to the line. I think 3 out of the 5 at least. Let me see. Yeah, 14 yards. If you lose 14 yards on 5 sacks, you're within 2 to 3 yards of the line of scrimmage every time. So I know 2 of them were like 1 yard. Like Trevor was 1 step away from taking off. And you know what? Kind of this game, especially because I would say this is the second game I've watched the Jags all the way through. This really reminded me of Trevor Lawrence at Clemson. Like that's what he looked like this Sunday. Like that little RPO at the goal line where he ran it into the right. They ran that play all the fucking time on the goal line at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's looked really good the last couple of weeks. So, hottest team in the NFL for sure in the AFC.
Yeah,
I believe you're looking for a neti pot devil dog.
Yeah, I think Alyssa's got whatever the hell that little device is called. Yeah, no, fucking complete game by the Jags. A thorough shellacking of a team that nobody gave them a real chance to win. It was all about the Broncos defense and blah, blah, blah. Broncos this coming into the game. And now it's still about the Broncos defense. And now the Jags are still getting disrespected in the media. You sent us a video in one of the group chats.
Yeah, because Justin said I was creating a narrative saying that people are still discrediting the Jags, which is not true.
Stop doing that.
But I sent the video and there was like Kevin Wilds? He was like, I just don't care about the Jags like most of America. And Acho and all the retards that go on there and say stuff like that every week. And Kevin Wilds even actually issued an apology on Twitter. He's like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I have to admit that Jacksonville's a good team and Trevor Lawrence is playing well. And even like after the game, I sent another thing. There's a Broncos podcaster or something. And he's like, like the Jaguars are doing things good teams do. And they're playing games like good teams do. And they're winning games like good teams do. But because of the Jags, I don't know how to feel about it. If they had a Ravens jersey on, I'd probably give them more respect.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. But the Ravens suck.
Yeah.
But,
No, I mean, hats off to the Jags for going into Mile High and getting shit done. Especially when, the whole world was doubting them. It's not like we had a lot of faith here on the panel, but
bro, hold on. Devil dog. Let's pump the brakes there because everybody was talking about how CJ Stroud was the MVP conversation and how he was going to be the best second-year quarterback and how he was a top 5 quarterback after one season. Let's not try that.
I would say in level of like respect from the media, I think the Colts are obviously number 1 in the AFC South. People respect them the most. I don't think it's just for when Peyton was there, they just hold on to it. Then I think it's the Texans, and I think the Titans and the Jags are just down here.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
We're hanging out in the creek.
now that Derrick Henry's gone, you guys are with us. You're hanging out with us. Woo.
We didn't get respect for that. There was just like no one was like they got Derrick Henry, but without him, they'd suck.
Yep.
Like, hey, Ryan Tannehill was playing out of his mind there for a while.
Years past. That is years past at this point.
Yeah, it is.
CJ's in what, year 4, year 3?
3.
3. Okay, yeah. Getting old, devil dog.
Yeah.
All right. Game. Well, let's pivot to the final game. I'm sure Andrew's excited to do this. His first time since joining the shirt, he gets to go last.
The pick number 6 as of right now. That's not a pick 6 you're happy about.
The fourth string Chiefs quarterback.
I pride myself usually on knowing where players from the college. Whoa. This guy came out to do them.
The first African descent quarterback. Okay. Alada-kun, is that his name?
Oh, something like that.
Alada-kun, something like that.
Alada-kun. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. I know I could go in the pre-show. I was like, hey, a quality loss is what I'm looking at. But I will always take a win. Like, I'm never going to be like, oh, one of those guys is like, you heard the draft stock. Like, cool to have the good pick. Cool. But, like, I'm never going to be mad that we won. You know, like, especially the way we played. Say what you want about the Chiefs being depleted or whatever. No Patrick Mahomes. I don't care. This was a complete game, all 3 phases by the Titans. Cam Ward played amazing. Some of those throws he's making out there just asinine. You know, like Trevor, I hope he just gets the right coach next year because that could make such a difference in his trajectory. Because he obviously has the arm talent.
A lot of
that. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so hopefully we can get the right coach in here for him because, like I said, obviously the talent's there. Tony, you know, we ran the ball one extra time when we could have kneeled it out to make sure Tony got his 100 yards because there's a play at the goal. No, did any of y'all watch this Titans game?
No.
Yeah, I figured. There was a play on the goal line. We were 2 yards out. They brought Jeff in again, but he blocked this time. After the touchdown, we're lined up for the extra point. They throw a flag out of nowhere saying Jeff didn't report as eligible. And then even like the booth and Gene Steratore, whoever it was, coming like, no, he definitely did. You see Jeff running out going, raising his hand, patting his chest. And it's like, all right, just took a touchdown off the board. The over would have hit, like I called. So the over didn't hit, but it wasn't the Titans' fault, like Isaiah called. It was not the Titans. We did our part. We got 26 of the 37. All right. But so yeah, Tony, another 100-yard game. Tajay had a great game, 52 yards rushing, 53 yards receiving. Cam has only thrown 1 interception, I think, in the last 8 games now, 7 or 8 games.
Listen here, motherfucker. His name is Alada-kun. That is literally his name. That is how it is phonetically pronounced. All right. Fuck
Did you look it up? Did you look it up?
I've got it pulled up. I'm about to pull it up right now. Hold on.
Google. Did we go over the score predictions?
No, you didn't. Go ahead.
Okay. Look at that.
Olado-kun.
That's
how you say it. Fuck you.
So Andrew predicted the Chiefs to win.
Maybe a lot of
okay, yeah.
Andrew said 28-27 Kansas City. Isaiah 32-17 Kansas City. I said 23-20 Kansas City. And me speaking for Jeff, I said 26-25 Tennessee.
Dude, Jeff, you almost got it, dude. You got our score right.
I'm money today, baby.
For that whole Raiders technical score.
What's your score prediction, Jeff? Curtis, if you would.
77-5.
Just points over Curtis.
Jim.
Curtis.
Jim is now. I was thinking the same thing, Brandon. That is a Bond villain name.
Jim is now 49 yards away from breaking the rookie all-purpose record. The all-purpose yards record, still leading the league. That's held by Tim Brown, by the way. So that'd be a goal record to break.
Yeah.
Pro Bowler Jim DK, and also Pro Bowler Jeff Simmons got his first safety, and he said ever in his career. He didn't ever get one in college and high school. First safety ever in his career. Jeff Simmons playing out of his mind. James Williams, who's filled in for Cedric Gray, led the team in tackles, so it's like plug and play right there almost. It'd be really cool for the Titans going forward if like James and Cedric took over the 2 starting positions. And you could save a little money right there on the rookie deals. And then eventually you'll probably have to like pick one and pay one. But no, like the most complete game we've played all season. There's not really nothing negative to say at all. Like we didn't get any turnovers, but we gave up 133 yards, controlled the clock, we're over 50% on third down, first time this season.
Why is his name like a Yoda quote? Random person I am.
I was trying to read it even weirder. Personium.
Personium.
Random personium.
Random personium.
Personium sounds like a
random person I am.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, literally a spell. I don't know why you're here, but I appreciate it.
We're glad to have you, man.
Yeah. Little random, if you say.
Much chat, I will.
Subscribe to channel, you must.
Pretty fucking
no, but yeah.
I think force click like button, please. All right, I'm done. That boy ain't right.
No, I think the best thing is like obviously as a Titans fan, you're just looking at cans progression. Like I said, 1 interception in the last 7 games with like 8 touchdowns. 3rd straight game with 2 touchdowns or more. He's looking better and better.
Hell yeah.
Better and better he is.
Better and better he looks. Yeah, I don't know. I just I kind of want the Titans to get as good a draft pick as humanly possible for the next head coach that's going to be here for a year.
I think the pick looks similar. It's just, are you trading back or not? Like if we're at 6, we're probably not trading back. I still think the pick is going to be one of those top edges, whether it's Ruben Bain or David Bailey or Carnell Tate. It's going to be a receiver, and I feel like, and then the next round you're going opposite of that. Not to get too far in draft talk, but when it's been draft season for a month over here.
Oh man,
a month he says.
Yeah.
By a month, I mean since September.
It's week 1.
It's August.
Dude, not week 1. We almost beat the Broncos. I was like, all right. Then we almost beat the Rams, and then we got demolished by the Colts. I was like, all right.
Yeah. All right, you guys have any Titans commentary?
I
even get disrespected by my own media.
They in fact tightened up this week.
Yeah.
So
I will
instead
say,
of actually picking up a win like this against the Jags or the Texans and helping us out, no, you want to do it against the Chiefs.
Well, they have one more opportunity to beat us. So
you a little afraid, Isaiah?
No, not at all.
You're still going to the playoffs, but
literally the only reason I would not be okay with like sitting our starters for that game would be if the Texans are still 1 game back on us, because then we have to, because if we lose, they get the tiebreaker over us.
Yeah. So if y'all both win this week,
if we win this week and they lose, like I am purely okay with sitting our starters. And
I'm sure you will at that point. Yeah.
But if we both win, then we have to play you guys.
Or both lose, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I at this point don't care if the Titans or if the Texans win the division. I think actually it might be better off if we were to lose it, because
you guys play well on the road.
Well, I mean, I'm not even necessarily worried about playing well on the road so much as the teams we would have to go to on the road. Like you're not going to Kansas City.
The Steelers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So those kind of teams I'm not scared of. So I don't really care if we win the division or not. It would be cool, I guess, but
I'm also not really scared of who would be coming to us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the Texans are the Texans and the Broncos are the only two teams in the AFC that I'm actually like, I would not like to go up against them in the playoffs. Like, if I want the Jacksonville to make the Super Bowl, those are the two teams I hope somehow fluky lose, and then we play someone else.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, do we have anything else?
Yeah, I'm in the fantasy football championship.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at you. The only time a Colt is in the championship, fantasy.
You know that's right, baby.
Damn.
Got to represent.
So unnecessary.
And Cullen, going against my little brother in the CPN championships.
This is my worst year of fantasy football I've ever had.
Same.
Like, across the board.
Really playing in this one. Like, there's a couple of weeks you just.
I gave up because a lot of my players got hurt, and like across the board, and I was buying the house and doing all that stuff, and I've been so busy. I was like, you know what, fantasy football, I'll just shell out $300 this year for entry fees. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's not really that much, but yeah. I drafted Saquon. I got Saquon in one league with the first pick, and he fucking does nothing. He's not even hurt. He just does nothing. Like, God, fuck.
That Eagles offense regressed so heavily, bro.
My best league was when I took fucking Kyle Pitts 1-1. Yeah. That's the kind of year I had.
Jesus Christ.
I finished 7th in that league.
Well, gentlemen, we got Christmas coming around the corner, so I want to take this time to spread some love to you guys.
Good. Infinite wisdom, random person I am.
I appreciate you guys always taking the time to, notch out this show in your busy schedules. Jeff and Andrew have a bunch of kids and a wife that's, always, a gaggle.
Oh, question for the division. Who was the biggest Pro Bowl snub?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Devin Lloyd.
That's hard.
And like all lose with the Pro Bowl. Honestly.
I'd say in the division, Devin Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd has had a really good season.
Yeah, he has a better season than Aziz, but Aziz somehow.
Colts, is it JT and Nelson?
I haven't honestly been. I haven't really.
I think
followed
it was Texans, Will Anderson, Stingley,
Nico, Nico, and
each team. Yeah, okay,
Aziz.
each team. I would say that it's Devin Lloyd.
The
argument can be made for Trevor, but Trevor really heated up like recently versus like some of these other guys have been playing well the entire season. Like, it's like I can understand the voting, if we started voting late for him, but
Did
Petrie.
they not name Alec Pierce?
No, Alec Pierce didn't make it.
Yeah,
no, he did not.
Petrie,
who made it for Jacksonville?
Zay fucking Flowers made it with 1,000 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's how fucking dumb the Pro Bowl.
Who made it for Texas?
Ross Matisic.
Just
yes,
a long
sir.
snapper?
Just a long snapper.
Cam Little didn't. Cam Little might be the guy.
No, he didn't because of he missed a couple field goals in that stretch.
Yeah, but he also hit a big one.
Yeah, he hit the biggest one. Yeah.
He's listed as an alternate. He may not be like in the official list, but he'll be.
There is a chance that it doesn't matter. Like between Jacksonville and the Texans, there's a chance one of them goes to the Super Bowl and their players don't get to play anyways. So
yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Danielle Hunter not getting a nod is kind of wild.
You want this week's seeding from Andrew?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. I still have Denver getting the first seed.
Give you a seeding.
And the matchups for the wild card weekend, we have the Chargers going to the Patriots, the 7-2 game. The Texans going to Jacksonville in the 6-3 game. And the way I played it out, every which way week 18 would go, y'all are both 3-6. So one of y'all going to the other place. Buffalo going to Baltimore. I still have Baltimore sneaking in.
Oh, how's that going to happen? They're eliminated, aren't they?
No, Cleveland. If Cleveland beats the Steelers and Baltimore wins this week, then they'll play for the division in the last week.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Myles Garrett is going to eat Aaron Rodgers alive.
If the Steelers win, though, it's
yeah. Either way, that's going to be the Steelers or the Ravens right there. And the NFC, I have Seattle getting the 1 seed. It could go to San Francisco. See how it goes. Green Bay going to Chicago. the 49ers going to Philadelphia, and Los Angeles going to Tampa Bay. And this could be a weird year where none of the home teams win in the AFC. I can see the Packers beating the Bears, the 49ers beating the Eagles, and the Rams beating the Bucks in that scenario.
Okay.
Well, that's what I got right now.
Heard. Well, look, gentlemen, I appreciate you all. Appreciate you taking time away from your families. Make sure you spend a lot of time with your families because Christmas is in 2 days. So
Yes.
make sure you guys, get a little peace on earth.
Ooh, Texas Jags. And sorry, I saw the question down there. It's all about CJ, honestly. That's really what it comes down to. The CJ plays a little better, the Texans win. If the Jags can get in his face, the Jags will win. I would love a rubber match between the two, though. That'd be awesome.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably take defense going into the playoffs.
I mean, Jacksonville is a top defense, so we can have that argument all day long. I mean, neither were the Texans until we just beat the Broncos. So
I think running the football and playing defense matters the most in the playoffs. That's when it really becomes like old school kind of football and stuff like that. They both have good defenses. Obviously, the Texans are the best defense when fully healthy, at least. I like the Jags running backs better. So,
and I also say that to cover my own ass because it was early on the season on Unstable, and I said if Trevor Lawrence ever takes the Jaguars to the Super Bowl and they win, I will have to wear a Trevor Lawrence jersey for the season. So I'm covering my own ass with that.
You say for the season?
They have to win, or do they just have to go?
The season.
So they have to win the Super Bowl with Trevor Lawrence at quarterback.
That's a harder.
Hey, listen, buddy. This might be the year. Okay. The delusion dial is being cranked more and more every week.
Oh my God. Well, look, gentlemen, let's get out of here. Y'all go spend some time with your families. I appreciate everybody in the comments. Devil Dog, Random Person, Robert,
Merry Christmas. No.
Veronica, Christmas. We have fucking Christmas and God, Devil Dog, blowing us up. Brandon,
Veronica.
Everybody be good. Go fuck yourselves, Cowboys fans.
Yes.
Agreed.